plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
So it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think you and I can be sure that neither of us are going to present a serious challenge in trying to outrun Mickey van de Ven. This Dutchman is unusually fast for a defender, particularly the fact is he's 6'4". So I'm just concerned about his hamstrings. I know he's had problems in the past, and I just hope that doesn't go on to interrupt his career, but there's nobody really capable of outrunning him.
Okay, interesting. Tielemans. Tell. Gallagher. Romero. Van de Ven. Moved on forwards. Saar. João Palhinha. Tell. Kudus. Out towards the flank. Played back in. Romero. That's really well manoeuvred. McGinn. And here's Watkins.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Tell. João Palhinha. Kudus. Oh, good spread. Pedro Porro. Pings it across. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that's been won straight back. Gallagher. Saar. Kudus. Bailey. And here's the chance to counter. That's an imaginative pass. Big chance, Watkins! That's incredible!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again. Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
So, a breakthrough already. Gallagher. Spence. And it's Gallagher. And here's Tell. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Out to the right. Now it's Bailey. And he's making progress on the ball. Van de Ven is there, and he can get that clear. And that's a throw. Now it's McGinn. Shot at goal! Tries to get it clear. And here's Tielemans. Tielemans delivers. Romero. Tell. Kudus. João Palhinha. Colomwani. Now then, the ball's come loose. Saar. And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Colomwani! Colomwani! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And he welcomes it in. Tielemans. Tielemans unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Again. Kudus. And here's Colomwani. Brilliantly cut out. That's really well cleared. And it's Kudus. And here's Colomwani. And he welcomes it in. Bailey. Cash shifted upfield.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Van de Ven. Pedro Porro. Saar. And here's Tell. Tell takes a shot! Romero. And it's Spence. Out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Watkins, now he's off and running. And it's played forward. And here's Colomwani. Colomwani! Decent hit and on target. Matson. Konsa, good-looking ball. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Pedro Porro, aim forwards. Tell. Oh, that's nice. Wins the duel this time. Moved on forwards. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Kudus. Kudus knocks it out wide. Saar. Tries to cross. He can get that clear. Gone out for a throw-in. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Now it's Bailey. Pedro Porro is there, and he can get that clear. João Palhinha. And here's Colomwani. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's got away. Cash. It's a fine run, and he's happy to keep going. Plenty waiting in the middle. That's an excellent interception. Palhinha gets good distance on it. And it's Spence. That's really well manoeuvred. Gallagher stood his ground strongly. Shoots! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Gallagher. Colomwani. Now it's Colomwani. Bailey. Chance here to counter. Bailey. Spence. Shifted upfield. Gallagher. Aim forwards. It's a pretty loose pass. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Cash. Can he latch on to this? Bailey. And he's there to clear it. Kudus. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. That looks a cracking ball. Tell. There's the shot! And that was very necessary. Decent enough try. Point-blank header! Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Bailey. Now it's Watkins. Watkins. Tielemans. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Sarr. And it's played forward. Watkins. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. That's been drilled forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Looking to break at pace. He's in plenty of space here. Gallagher. A chance to play it in. Tell. Moved on forwards. McGinn. And now the breakaway. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Kudus. And here's Colomwani. And a chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's gone for a throw-in. Bailey. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. João Palhinha. Spence. He's got a bit decent chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Defending of the desperate variety. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Gallagher goes short. Plays it across. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. João Palhinha clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
And it's Spence. Tell. Can he stop it? Oh, that is asking for trouble. Gallagher. Can he find the finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Pedro Porro clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That has been cut short. Now it's Tell. Gallagher. Played out wide. Cross. Onana clears it away.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
And here's Tell. Onana did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, red, nice interception. Sarr, and the pass is intercepted. Now it's Colomwani. Tell. There are a few waiting for it. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Back in once more. Cleared away. And here's Tell. Tell laid out to the left flank. That's Gallagher. Gallagher. Great chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Look, they seem set on a tactic that's not really yielding any results. You'd imagine they're targeting a weakness, but they look a weakness themselves.
That's really well manoeuvred. Well, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. And reclaimed it in a trice. Tielemans. Climbs up big! Couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Van de Beek. Van der Ven, gently done. And it's Porro. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Played out to the right. Cross goes in there. And he's there to get it away. Now it's Colomwani. Sarr does really well to win the ball there. Well, they could break here. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's McGinn. Kudus. Onana shifted upfield. Have it back and can go again. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Throw it. Tielemans crosses it in.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Kudus. João Palhinha. Romero. Tell. Gallagher. Sarr. Kudus. And here's Colomwani. Colomwani. Nice interception, well timed. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He is through here. And back to the keeper they go. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. João Palhinha. And it's Tielemans. Aim forwards. Now this could be a chance. And he's been booked for simulation.
Listen, he can play the innocent as much as he wants, Peter, but it was fairly obvious to everyone here. He's got no hiding place.
Vicario, long ball by the goalkeeper. Spence. Oh, nice touch. Now it's Colomwani. That's going to go a long way. Cash. Watkins chasing after it. And here's Colomwani. Gallagher, that's a he's having a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift. Watkins really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pedro Porro looking to hit the byline here. Now it's Sarr. Cash. That's really well manoeuvred. Spence gets over and intercepts. Gallagher. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Pedro Porro tries making a foray down the right. it's Kudus. Back into the middle. Spence. That's tidy. Time to deliver. Shapes to shoot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
In. And here's Tielemans. Pedro Porro tries to clear. Oh, sweet feet. Tielemans played out towards the right wing. Last-ditch defending. Real chance! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
Moved on forwards. He's onto it in a flash. That's a throw. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Kudus. Romero, gently done. Oh, a delicate chip through. Oh, well measured. Watkins! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Watkins actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Spence getting this one clear. McGinn. Cash. And he's managed to... Could be danger here! Onana. McGinn. Now it's Bailey. And he thumps it clear. Played towards the other side. Played into the middle. Decent chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Oh, what a climb! He will be livid with himself. Sarr. Romero. And that is out of play. It's a throw-in. McGinn. Watkins. Now he's off and running. showing good feet. So who's he picking out? And it's and the finish! Straight at the keeper.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Reflections on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Chance, surely! Oh, taken with style! The second half off to a spectacular start! That was easy, almost too easy.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Sarr. And they can counter here. Tielemans, aim forwards. Lovely bit of skill. Chooses to go back.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Gallagher. Van der Ven. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Spence. Spence goes on a run down the left wing. And here's Tell. And it's Spence. That's very neat. Sarr. João Palhinha. Bailey. Watkins. And the counter is on. Now it's Watkins. McGinn. Good chance here! And that's off target.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Sarr. Romero moved on forwards. Tell. Colomwani. Tell. Lovely feet. And here's Colomwani! Oh, that was no routine save.
Colomwani is offering a right smile there.
Cash with the clearance. And they've got a throw. Very nicely done. Can he deliver? Hit into the middle. Well read. The danger is averted. Do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Bailey. Driving forward. He has found the way through. Aimed in towards the centre. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Colomwani providing an outlet on that flank. Cash is there, and he can get that clear. Begin. Cash. Konsa. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Spence. And it's Joao Palhinha. Sarr knocks it out wide. He is just caressing the ball. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Cleared without complication. That'll be a throw-in. Oh, that's neat. And it's played forward. Romero. Joao Palhinha. Sarr. Romero. Gallagher shifted upfield. Now it's Colomwani. Over to the left. Spence charging forward down that flank. Tries a shot! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, that looked very much like a case of stage fright. His job is to steer clear of the keeper.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Colomwani. Here's Tielemans. Spence. Joao Palhinha.
Really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
A searching ball out wide. Hangs one in. That is good defending. It's been repelled. Nice control. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's a good ball. That is a brilliant interception. Spence gets it clear. Konsa. Bailey. Cash. Now here's the delivery. And he's got his range wrong there. Joao Palhinha. Romero. Van de Ven. Sarr. Van de Ven forwards and with intent. Colomwani. Gallagher. Oh, good spread. Cuts out the pass. Sarr is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Romero. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Gallagher. Palhinha. Romero. That's really well manoeuvred. Been swung through. Kudos! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Oh, such a clever touch. Serves up a cross. A mighty effort! No mistake! And they get themselves in front! A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
And now he has two. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Watkins. McGinn. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Tielemans wins the duel this time. Onana forwards and with intent. Pedro Porro. Calmly anticipates. Sarr. Romero shifted upfield. McGinn out to the right. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Chance and a real let-off.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Sarr. Van de Ven. Sarr. Pedro Porro. Romero. Aim forwards. Gallagher. Colomboani. And it's Porro. That's good play. Sarr. Pedro Porro, can he finish? It's a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down! Perfect timing, perfect connection, and a perfect outcome.
Colomwani really has pulled off a difficult skill which needed expert timing. That was expert timing.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And here's Watkins. Sarr, gently done. Pedro Porro. And he welcomes it in. He's cut it out. And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Watkins. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Onana moved on forwards. Defending of the desperate variety. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Tielemans really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's Porro. Kudus. Muscular approach does pay off here. Watkins. Onana. Played back in. Now it's McGinn. Tielemans. Succumbs to the pressure. Richarlison. That's a nicely shaped ball. Now it's Gallagher. Spence. Now it's Gallagher. Chance for a shot! Gallagher plays it short. And it's João Palhinha. Sarr. That is lovely. Referee's given a throw. Sarr. Up he goes! And it's played forward. Now it's Watkins. Watkins looks to get on the end of this. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cash. Watkins. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Colomwani. Richarlison. Cash cuts it out. Matson. The referee's awarded a free kick. Vicious ball here. And that is a little undercooked. João Palhinha. Pedro Porro. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Clearly not happy with that. Back into the middle. Caught offside that time. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Sarr shifted upfield, and it's Spence. Bailey, always onto this. He's found the way through. Oh, smashing header! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Tielemans has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Spence.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Colomwani.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Sarr is fouled.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Colomwani. Gallagher done delicately. They've played it short, and it's Spence. And he whips it across.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And claimed it back swiftly. Richarlison spread out to the left.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Played into space. He's shifting through the gear. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And again they hit the front. That is simply top draw. Beautifully served up and deliciously finished.
Oh, look, there's always a bit more satisfaction in executing a first-time volley, and he'll be buzzing inside after that.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Pedro Porro looking to run onto it. Cleared away, and here's Kudus! they've got rid. Spence. Sarr. Played back in. And here's Richarlison. Out to the left it goes. Spence's cross. Can he finish? Oh, that could cost them.
Sarr clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Time for a change in personnel.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Chance to shoot! Really well taken goal.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Gallagher. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Udogie. And here's Richarlison. Udogie. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it. It's a very... Colomwani! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. It's a mighty effort! Oh, should have put that away. Cash, aim forwards. Oh, nicely intercepted. Romero, Gallagher, Udogie. And here's Richarlison. Udogie. Oh, nice touch. Gallagher. Gallagher! And that's a real chance missed. Now it's Watkins. It's run loose here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Kudus played out towards the right wing. Drilled in low. Danger averted for now. Gallagher with the short one. And here's Gallagher. Here's the chance to cross. And it's João Palhinha. Sarr. It is now or never. Time is against them.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Gallagher, this is it then, now or never. Gallagher. It really is now or never. They need... Richarlison! Oh, they could be caught out here. Konsa tries to clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now that's well seen too. Romero. João Palhinha. Romero, gently done. That's the throw. Onana. Cash. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, it's played into the area.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Cash makes the interception.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Over to the left. Richarlison. And here's Colomwani. Pedro Porro tries a cross. And he's there to clear it. And he's certainly caught in there. It's a free kick. Now this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card, and he walks. Well, the protest continues, but in the end, they are defending the indefensible. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Watkins. Oh, he's found support out wide. They need to get it in quick. Four extra minutes added on.
Look, their supporters must be going barmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
Richarlison. They are right into line, and he shoots! Oh, that is asking for trouble. And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Watkins. Cash. McGinn. Oh, it's come loose! Konsa. Oh, there's a probing ball. Romero. Gallagher. And he cuts out the supply. McGinn. Spread out to the left. He is through here. Goal kick as confirmed by the referee.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Van der Ven forwards and with intent. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Odobert. Colomwani. Now it's Colomwani. Odobert! Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! That was beautiful. Something close to genius. Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still...
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Your final thoughts, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win. And I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
My thanks to Jim alongside me. And as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.